My story took place sophomore years. Me and three of my friends were in the Malcolm X Lounge in Jester. It was Whitney, Billy, and Joe B. We were just all in there talking, having a good time. And we were comparing Austin to Dallas, like everything, as far as like the food, the culture, the people. But one thing that came up and really stuck with us was the radio station. We were just talking about like how Austin's radio stations don't play the same music as Dallas, like at all. They don't have the rap, the hip hop, R&B, and soul music. Like they have it in Austin, but it's not the same as in Dallas. So Billy had this bright idea like, hey, let's start a radio station. And, me being, entrepreneurial and stuff, wanting to jump on new things. I'm like, yeah, let's do it. So that night I go back home and research everything as far as like fees, licensing, and just radio waves and how much stuff costs. And as far as like if you can do like a campus radio station, it just the fees were crazy. It's like we couldn't afford it, and I knew that. So we were like, okay, I guess we can't do that. Next idea, you know what I'm saying? Or it wasn't really just next idea, it was just like, okay, we're done. And then Joe B just came out of nowhere. He was like, well, hey, we can just do like an online version, you know what I'm saying? Just based it as far as like Texas schools, because we knew a lot of people in HT, UT, and just different schools in the area. So we're like, we might as well do that. So I built the website. I was building or whatever, putting everything together, and then we kept meeting up, and this things kept getting added. We're like, let's have a news section, let's have a blog section, let's have a section where new artists can send in their material or whatever, and we can post and like feature them or something for a couple days, and then maybe we can start making money off of it. And just we had a mixtape section, just a bunch of sections, and I was like, man, it's a lot. And I was the only one that knew how to do anything with websites or updating websites. So I was just like, hey, y'all get the material, and then just send it to me, and I'll post it. And that worked for like 3 days. And then we meet up again, and we had the idea we should start throwing parties. So we started throwing parties and bringing in revenue. But as far as like the website and all that stuff, like I was the only one looking for everything. It's Whitney was doing his own thing, Billy was with his girlfriend all the time, and just I don't know where Joe B was at half the time. But it was just me, like with the website. My girlfriend was getting mad at me, like I didn't have any time for any other organizations or anything at school, because all I was doing was looking up information and just trying to update this website and just trying to promote and market as far as Twitter and everything. Like I did everything. Like it sucked. Like the actual radio part, it never even got put up because Billy was supposed to be the DJ, I guess you could say, for the radio or whatever, and set up like some kind of server that plays music while he's not DJing, and that never got set up. He said he knew how to do it, but I guess it didn't. So basically, like, just my whole sophomore year was dedicated to this website. Like, I mean, we had a lot of people, like GS Boys, CC on the Beat, DeRose, Sholly Boy. Just a lot of people were sending us stuff, like people that made names for themselves in the industry. So I was like, yo, we're going to be successful and stuff like that. But it's just like my whole life was about to fall apart. Like, my girlfriend, like, she was getting mad all the time. It's just like, I was like, man, I can't do it. So basically, at the end of the semester, I called it quits. I was like, man, I can't do it no more. They tried to convince me to keep doing it, but I was like, y'all aren't sending me the stuff. They started sending me more stuff, I guess you could say, after I said that for like maybe a week. And then that cut off. I was just like, man, I can't do it. So basically, the moral of the story was like, I guess you get a team that's like adequate or whatever, and just work with people that have the same motivation as drive as you, because when you have everybody dependent on your drive, it's going to kill your drive and your motivation. The whole project's not going to work. So that's my story.